Hey everybody, what's going on? NintenKid91 here, and I am bringing you guys the first Minecraft video ever on my channel. So I wanted to make one for you guys, but I just didn't know what to do for a first video. I didn't know if I should start like a series or what the heck I should do. And then I remembered that I have this server saved that my cousin and I have been playing on for the past 2 years, where basically we just get random inspiration and we'll go on here and build whatever we want to build. And then we'll stay away from it for about 3 months and come back. So it's getting dark outside right now. I'm actually going to go ahead and set the time to 10 o'clock. I think that's correct. Yeah, there we go. So now it's sunny out. So the first thing we designed on here or built on here is something that's just kind of visually appealing. And that would be the Mario mushroom. So we're big into like these pixelated art things that we like to design on here. A lot of these things have to do with our childhood or just like things that we like. So we decided to do this Mario mushroom because as a kid Mario was the shit, and it still is. And then over here we have the Sears Tower because we are both from Chicago, so this is like an icon for Chicago. Although it's no longer the Sears Tower, however, I will always refer to it as the Sears Tower. It's visually appealing on the outside. It's pretty cool looking, I think, but on the inside it's just hollow. We don't really take the time to do the inside too much of our designs. We like just how they look on the outside. That's one of the things that I guess is my weak point in Minecraft, but it still does look kind of cool when you look up into it, just because it's just a big tall mass. So let's look at these two things right here before we move on. Basically, we both like this band called Tonic, and at the time that we made this, we had pretty much rediscovered them and we were real into them. And this was their logo, which I just thought it looked cool. So my cousin decided to make it, and it's neat how it kind of looks like there's a constant line going through the middle. So we made this floating. Then we put the beacons on top of it so it lights up at night. And then below it we just have this brick wall. It's not complete, and it looks pretty cool not complete, I have to say. It's like a weird artwork type of thing. But every time I see it, it reminds me of those old cardstock building blocks that I had as a kid that I'd play with in preschool back in like 1994. They were a lot of fun. So the next thing I want to show you is my gargantuan project, which is the Cadillac emblem floating right here. This was the first thing I built on this server, and then basically after I had finished it, what I wanted to do was make this big underwater city right here. So this is why I have a big pool. I need to dig it out more though, because basically what I'm going to do is have it the sides like this so you can see out, but inside there'll be a bunch of bubble houses or something like that. I'm not quite sure. So it's still a work in progress. But over here we have three cool things, actually four if you count that. We have Dark Side of the Moon because we are both obsessed with the band Pink Floyd. That's probably one of my favorite bands in the world, so I think this is pretty sweet to have. I actually have this pretty much similar thing in my room right now, or in my dorm room. And then, of course, we have the Game Boy because this is probably the most iconic thing from my childhood. Being able to game wherever you went was the coolest thing. And if you play this thing today, it's still pretty fun. I have to say, even though the graphics are complete garbage and half the time you can't even see the screen, it's still fun though. This is an unfinished Pokeball, but Pokemon as a kid was really big for me. I remember having all the cards and stuff in second grade, and I remember a kid spilled milk all over my binder of cards, and I was so pissed because they smelled bad and were sticky ever from that day on. But I don't have them anymore, so whatever, doesn't matter. You know what? I think I'm going to show you guys the house or the little lookout. So I'm like big into making these for some reason. I like being able to look out over cliffs. So I built this little house in the cliff. This was pretty early off in the server's life too. Just threw up some random artwork just to make it look nice. Then we made a trap door for in case any enemies come in. They normally fall down there. So you can come up here and look out at all the different stuff. It'll be cool if I ever finish the bubble area or make the ground around here like this grass, turn it into cool marble, or just make it look more presentable. Then it'll be pretty neat. The colors in here are awkward though. Red on the bottom, green on the top. Goofy. I don't know what the heck inspired me to do that, but oh well. So the next thing, I guess we'll show you our Roman aqueduct we have right here. It's kind of cool looking. I like making these arches. I'm a big fan of arches in Minecraft. I don't know why, but I just think it's cool having water flowing through it. So we made an aqueduct that flows into this pool. And then actually if you go over here and follow these minecart tracks, I'm not actually going to ride them, but I'll walk it because it's not too far. But if you actually go down here into what we call the Uber treasure room. I don't know why it's considered that since we're in creative mode, so we can spawn whatever we want, but we made this room under here called the Uber Treasure Room. So it's an underwater room with a gold floor, so it looks really cool at night because it shines up through the water. And basically, the inspiration behind this was me spring break vacations to the Bahamas, specifically to the Atlantis Hotel. They have a lot of those giant tanks that you can walk through, like aquarium tanks, and then they have the bubble tubes that you can walk through. So that's where I got big inspiration for that um, idea, basically. The next things I'm going to show you are a couple more creations in terms of like visual objects. As you can see here, we got what looks to be a GameCube, and that is exactly what it is. So my cousin and I, once he moved back to the Chicago area in the early 2000s, we started hanging out a lot again, and GameCube was like the big system at the time, and we both had it. He pretty much got me into it, and that kind of brought up Nintendo games for me, which I still enjoy the GameCube. It's one of my favorite systems to this day, so we created that, or more specifically, he created that. And then we have Lego, a Lego piece, because as a kid, Legos were also the shit. I still have all mine. I remember he had a bunch, so he built this. Looks like he's missing a piece, though. I don't know. We might have to fix that. And then look, he even put the detail into the back. How cool is that? That's pretty neat. This is just some weird random artwork box. It's kind of like a mind trip. If you go into the middle of it, it's really weird. Being surrounded by this, it's just crazy. And then here's a little way to get out of there. So what's next? Oh, the Rubik's Cube. Yes, this is another good childhood memory. So that's kind of why this was made. I had one. I never really liked it that much though. So it's kind of weird. I don't have as much interest in it as my cousin did. And then back when we were playing this last, which I think might have been March or April of this year, it's a couple months ago before summer. Little Caesars came out with that commercial where they have that stupid moon that goes, "It's pizza time," or whatever. I'm sure some of you have seen that commercial. If not, you could just YouTube it. So we made it pizza time, but the moon is like from Super Mario World or something, because the one in the commercial was so ugly. Alright, so that is pretty much all the creations there. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this monstrosity. Very weird looking. Basically, this is my castle. What I wanted to do with it was I wanted to make the entrance towards it very grand and very cool. So we have this path that we walk. So you get like, as you approach it, I wanted to make the sense of how big the castle actually is. And I wanted to be misleading, thinking that, you get here and you're going to enter the castle directly from underneath. But nope, you have to go left, and then it ends up taking you on a tour around the castle so you can see how much of a monstrosity this thing even is. And it gives like a full tour. So now we're on the left side of it, and in the back you can see a tower there, which we will get to. But in the meantime, let's focus on this bad boy. So I made this pathway just because I'm big into doing stuff like this. I love making awesome pathways in Minecraft. It's just, I have all these ideas and I just love doing this type of stuff. I actually made this bridge too, and I tried to make it have the arch and everything because I didn't want to just have a path of blocks going across. I wanted it to be somewhat realistic, actually have supports for the bridge. And that's basically how you enter my castle. So the castle itself, on the inside, it's nothing special. It's just a bunch of open rooms. It's just one big open room actually with a couple windows. So you got a window view over here, and then you got one on the other side. And then over here is an entrance to the basement, which we'll get to. But for now, I'm going to take you guys upstairs just so you can see it. The upstairs is raised ceilings, so you got the roof here. You got a little bit bigger window you can see out here. It looks kind of cool with all the stuff below. So over here we get a good view of the Rubik's Cube. Some of the other stuff is hard to see though because it's turned 90 degrees. And since it's 2D, you can't really make it out. But nonetheless, it's still a cool view, especially if we add more stuff around here. We can make this really nice looking. And then over in this area, it's just roof access because when I build, I try not to cheat and fly around. I like to build as if it was like a real thing where I'd have to actually find a way to get to the roof. So I just made roof access so I don't have to fly around. I don't know why, it's just something that I do just to make the game a little bit more fun. Because when you fly around like that, it's kind of like cheating to me. But certain things you have to fly around if you want to build them, like the Cadillac emblem, I had to use the flying mode. This is just a little overview of the bridge. I guess you could have archers up here in case we were ever getting raided or something like that. So that's pretty neat. Okay, so I have two other things that I want to show you, and then I'm pretty much done. These are probably two of my favorite things about the castle. And the first one is if we go down here, we have a little secret pathway here. And actually right here, we're underneath the bridge. We're actually going through the bridge right here. So right above us is the pathway we walked on to get into the castle. And I thought that was pretty neat how I kind of disguised a tunnel through it all the way out to this tower, because really if you don't know about that path, you're kind of thinking, well, how the heck am I supposed to get into that tower? You know, there's no entrance below the tower, there's no entrance around the tower, so you have to take that secret pathway. And then the tower was designed in a way to give you kind of an illusion that it's getting smaller or wider as you go up. It's just kind of like a visually appealing thing. It looks neat on the outside too, so I'll show you that. But it was a little hard to tell while climbing up there. So here's the view of the castle. It's a little lit up. I'm going to reset the time to 10 o'clock again. Up, time set, my bad, 100, or 1000, there we go. So, yep, this is the tower. Let's get a nice visual view. So see how I kind of tiered it in and out like that? Makes it look a little neater. A little more appealing, I guess, is the correct word. So I'm going to jump back into the castle and show you guys the last thing that I think is cool about this, or so far that the only other thing that I have to show you, and that is the secret escape tunnel. So like every castle in the real world, they always have these tunnels to escape in case the castle's ever under attack. So this is my escape tunnel. We have a minecart track here. I'm going to jump into it. Hopefully my computer will be able to, what the heck? Oh, I think I just destroyed the track. I did. Oh, now I'm just destroying stuff. Hold on, let me fix this real quick. Alright. Oh, being an idiot here. Can't even get things correct. Why is this not dragging? What the heck? Oh, there we go. Okay. I was going to say, oh, wrong spot. Alright, let's try this again. I'll start it on this one. So, mine track. Oh good, it's actually updating. It's a little glitchy because I didn't quite open it up enough. So it's kind of goofy right now. There's a lot of sharp turns. But basically what this is an escape tunnel. You can take the minecart to get there quicker, because if you were ever under attack, you'd want to get the hell out ASAP. And where it takes us is actually a spot that we already were. You just might not realize it. So right now we're underground. And if we go upstairs, it's glitching out over there, but if we go upstairs, you'll notice that we are now in the entrance towers. So we're in these guard towers, and I also have stairs upstairs. So basically, that's pretty much my castle, and I still have some stuff to add to it. I'm not sure what else to do. Oh, it's glitching out again. Look at that. That's so cool. That's why I love Minecraft, because of stuff like that. Just these massive cave systems to explore. But that's my castle as of now. I still have more that I can add to it. The only other thing that I have worth showing to you guys, it's not done, it's a work in progress. I'm actually going to be replicating this cool hotel I stayed at while I was in Cancun back in '97. I'm actually going to make it about 4 times bigger than it is right now. This was kind of like the outline of it. And imagine this plus like 4 more. Or 3 more, so it's going to be much bigger, and I'm going to have to either make it floating on water or something, because as of how it is right now, it's not going to work. So that's all I have to show you guys. That's all we got on the server for now. We still have more stuff that we can add when inspiration hits us. Hope you guys enjoyed my first little Minecraft video. Let me know what you guys think of it and what you guys want me to do. I can go into making more Minecraft videos. We can do the story, we can do survival. Hell, I'll live stream it too, because I just realized how I can actually live stream this the same way that I live stream Xbox. So it'll be really easy to do. Just leave a comment. Let me know if I should do some sort of Minecraft series, what type of series, and I will definitely do that if you guys want me to. So hope you guys enjoyed once again, and hope you guys all have a great evening, day, whatever it might be.